Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The one thing everyone on this planet has in common is the undeniable fact that we have all made our fair share of regrettable choices and decisions. Making sound decisions is a skill set that needs to be developed like any other. At the end of the day, our lives are shaped and defined by our ability to make decisions. Our careers, relationships, health, anything and everything about our present selves boils down to the decisions we have made in the past. Yet sadly, some of us struggle with decision making. You see, indecisiveness or being like a stick in the mud is a complete productivity killer. So inshallah ta'ala, in this video, I'm going to be sharing a few tips to help you make better and faster decisions. But before that, I would like to put forth a disclaimer. The decision-making process is never ever easy. No matter how many tricks you have up your sleeve, you're bound to lose a little bit of sleep over the big decisions, the really big ones. But if you are really struggling, these tips will hopefully help make the process a little easier on yourself as you work through or navigate through all the possibilities. Tip number 1. Limit the amount of information that you take in. Now, I know it's a common idea that the more information you have, the better decisions you can make. However, at some point, you cross a threshold where you have too much of information in regard to a subject and it actually works the other way around, leaving you overwhelmingly confused. This information comes in all forms. It might be the fact that you have done so much research about a topic that you have passed the point of an educated decision and now you're moved on to too much information. Or it might be that you sought out the advice of too many friends, all of whom have given you different and varying opinions. So now you have too much of information on the table and you are making the decision-making process way more difficult. It's one of those tricks that our brains pull on us that's hard to counteract. So the best way around it is to avoid the point of information overload, where you have too many facts and opinions in front of you. And also, instead of talking to several friends about it, keep the discussion, the discussion about your decision making, to just a few who have your best interests. Tip number 2, focus on the present. We can often become very overwhelmed with the big picture, trying to see how our decisions will affect the future. The process is primarily mentally draining because you're trying to foresee every step along with its every outcome. It's better to save that energy for the task at hand and simply try and make the best decision possible at that time. Make a decision based on what will make the next step the easiest instead. Doing this for every step is a great choice for the chronic non-decision maker. Tip number 3, set a deadline. Say for example, 2 minutes. And the idea behind this tip is to force action through a self-imposed deadline. And it's so simple that it is easy enough to incorporate any time you have to make a decision. Just set the timer and begin the process. The time limit forces you to quickly assess the pros and cons while quickly coming to a decision. And if you are simply slow at making decisions, then this tip is a lifesaver. And by the way, it doesn't have to be 2 minutes. It can be anything from 1 to 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes. All of this should work as long as you have a deadline. Now moving on to the final tip, which is tip number 4, consult God by praying Salatul Istikhaarah. Consult Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala by praying Salatul Istikhaarah. Now this is a powerful tip and I would like to expound on it a little bit, inshallah ta'ala. You see, as human beings, we come across many crossroads in life in terms of making decisions, in terms of making choices, some of which are trivial and mundane and some of which are very important decisions. From the trivial decisions, say this morning you would have woken up, you would have gone in front of your wardrobe and you would have chosen an outfit for you to wear. Perhaps you would have had a choice of maybe wearing a t-shirt or a shirt, choice between colors, etc. We make a number of decisions and a number of choices throughout a given day. And we also make very important decisions, such as perhaps you would have come across a crossroad in terms of 2 marriage proposals, in terms of when you were perhaps looking to buy a house, in terms of perhaps when you were looking to buy a vehicle, in terms of maybe when you were trying to enroll into university. You come across many important decisions in life that at times leave you a little bit confused and you're wondering, should I take path A or should I take path B? At this juncture, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, our beloved Prophet Muhammad salawatu rabbi wa salamuhu alayhi is reported to have taught his companions and by extension all of us in terms of a powerful course of action, and that is to pray Salatul Istikharah. He taught them to perform Salatul Istikharah in all of their matters. And performing Salatul Istikharah is not complex at all. It's basically offering 2 optional units of prayer, 2 nafil raka'at of prayer, and then to make a dua, a powerful dua taught to us by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The dua is supposed to be read in Arabic, and if you can memorize it and ponder on its meaning while reading it, that would be the best. But say if it is difficult for you to memorize it, then you can write the dua on a piece of paper and read it off the paper whilst pondering on its meaning. So I'm going to very quickly run through the dua and then try to translate it as well, inshallah ta'ala, for you all, so that we can act upon this powerful dua whenever it comes to performing Salatul Istikharah. And the dua is as follows: Allahumma inni astakhiruka bi'ilmik wa astaqdiruka biqudratik wa as'aluka min fadlika al-azim fa innaka taqdiru wa la aqdir wa ta'lamu wa la a'lam wa anta 'allamul ghuyub. اللهم إن كنت تعلم هذا الأمر خيرا لي في ديني ومعاشي وعاقبة أمري فاقدره لي ويسره لي ثم بارك لي فيه. اللهم إن كنت تعلم هذا الأمر شرا لي في ديني ومعاشي وعاقبة أمري فاصرفه عني واصرفني عنه وقدر لي الخير حيث كان ثم ردني به. Amazing and powerful dua. Let me translate it and then you'll understand what a powerful dua this dua is. O Allah, I seek goodness. You see, istikhara, the term istikhara is upon the scale istaf'ala in the Arabic language, which means to seek something. Istighfar means to seek forgiveness. Isti'adhan means to seek permission. So istikhara is to seek khair, which is to seek goodness. O Allah, I seek goodness by virtue of your knowledge. Wa astaqdiruka bi qudratik. And I seek ability, I seek talent by virtue of your power. فَإِنَّكَ تَقْدِرُ وَلَا أَقْدِرُ, because you are all powerful. For you are all powerful and I have no power whatsoever. وَتَعْلَمْ وَلَا أَعْلَمْ, and you know everything whilst I know nothing. إِنَّكَ أَنْتَ عَلَّامُ الْغُيُوبِ, indeed you are the all-knower of hidden and unseen things. And then we go to the second part of the dua. O Allah, in your knowledge, if this matter, and at that point you're supposed to think of the matter that you're contemplating about. If this matter is good for me, if it is good for my livelihood, if it is good for my religion, if it is good for my life, then decree it for me, ordain it for me, facilitate it for me, and bless it for me. Allahu Akbar. Look at how powerful the dua is. Decree it for me, facilitate the path for me, and then bless it for me. Bless the decision, bless the path that I'm about to take. And then we move to the third part of the dua. O Allah, in your knowledge, if this matter, and then you're supposed to contemplate about the matter. If this matter is bad for me, if it is bad for my livelihood, if it is bad for my deen, if it is bad for my religion, if it is bad for me overall, فَصْرِفْهُ عَنِّي وَصْرِفْنِي عَنْ, turn me away from it and turn it away from me. Avert it away from me. And then وَقْدُرْ لِيَ الْخَيْرَ حَيْثُ كَانَ ثُمَّ رَدِّنِي بِهِ, decree goodness for me wherever it may be and make me pleased with it. Because you have got 2 paths in front of you and you're inclined towards one of the paths. You think, okay, say for example you've got 2 marriage proposals and you're thinking that, okay, it has to be one of these 2 proposals. But then towards the end of the dua, you're making dua to Allah. Oh Allah, if there's no goodness in either one of the 2 proposals, then decree goodness for me wherever it may be. You're thinking of proposal A, proposal B, but perhaps goodness has been decreed for you down the line in proposal J, K, L, M, N, O, wherever it may be, and make me pleased with it. Because you thought to yourself that I'll only be happy with either proposal A or B. But now goodness has been decreed for you where? Proposal M, N, O. So you're making dua to Allah, oh Allah, decree it for me there and then make me happy with it. Allahu Akbar. It's such a powerful dua. If you were to read it contemplating on its meaning, it's going to impact your life and your decision-making process in an amazing and positive way. And there are a few misconceptions in regard to Salatul Istikharah. People think that the minute I offer Salatul Istikharah, I have to see a dream where a sign falls from the heavens indicating to me as to which path I should take. You see, the thing is, my dear brothers and sisters in Islam, seeing a dream is a bonus, but you don't necessarily have to see a dream. You don't necessarily have to see a dream. If you do see a dream, it's a bonus, it's a sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But all you have to do once you're done with Salatul Istikharah is to put your foot forward, Bismillah, in the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Why? Because you have already made dua. Oh Allah, if this is good for me, decree it for me. So the fact that you're putting your foot forward is because it has been decreed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Because if it is bad for you, Allah would have averted it away from you. You have strong belief in Allah in this dua. So you're supposed to put your foot forward. You're not supposed to be shaky like a stick in the mud. Salat al-Istikhaarah actually enhances and strengthens your decision-making process. It's not going to leave you confused. But these days, people who pray Salat al-Istikhaarah, they say, Shaykh, I'm confused. I don't know whether I should go forward or not. You're not supposed to be confused. The minute you're done with Salat al-Istikhaarah, you go forward. You place your trust in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and go forward. Hasbunallah wa ni'mal wakil, ni'mal mawla wa ni'mal nasir. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the best disposer of our affairs, and He suffices for us. We place our trust in Him subhanahu wa ta'ala and we go forward. So this about wraps the video. A few tips to help you with your decision making process. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us all to make better and sound decisions that would impact us in a very good way in this world as well as the hereafter. With that, I conclude today's video. I look forward to talking to you all in another video very soon, inshallah ta'ala. So until then, this is your brother Mu'izz Bukhari signing off. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.